Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. JC Live. It is Friday. Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
You are so boring.
Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you being here.
Happy Friday. How is everybody doing? Such a boring intro that you have. What is that?
It is what it is. I am boring.
This isn't the normal show. This is the Happy Friday show.
This is the Friday show.
Yes.
It's the Free Speech Friday show. You can say whatever the hell you want. That's the whole purpose of this.
We're going to be all over the place tonight.
I tell you what, guys.
What happened with your hair?
I'm kind of jacked up.
Okay,
guys,
so,
look how burnt I got.
Wait, hold on.
I'm like so burnt. I put like some cream
Disclaimer, we just ran in from the gym, so we're looking a little jacked up tonight.
Yeah. It is.
Okay.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
How's everybody doing?
Who's here today?
I'm going to say hi to everybody. I'm just
Hey,
saying
listen,
how
if you
doing.
are here and you've never been here before, or if you have been here, in the chat, just say hello so we can kind of say hello to you.
All right, I'm going to say hi. Gala Girl, Ricky Joe, John Wolf, how are you? Travis, hey all, David, Fofi, Rubicon, Kevin.
Rubicon.
Fragile, how is everybody doing? Eric, Lee, Ari, George, Larry, Chris, I love it.
Honey Badger.
Jerry, Wise, Flex, I'm sorry. I can't.
Wisp?
A flex.
There you go.
But flex. I don't know.
It
I'm
works.
sorry.
It
I'm
works.
butchering. I'm butchering it. David,
It's all right.
Laney, Connor, Joseph Romano, Joanne. Hi, everybody. I hope everybody had a great week. I know I haven't been here. I wasn't here. When was it? I don't know.
Yeah, we both were gone. Last week we didn't have a show because we were doing
with
the
family thing, yeah.
family time with the family, and then the week before I was here. I don't know if
you were
here.
alone, I think.
Yeah, I think so. But you were gone. So yeah. Anyways, guys. So this week was like the first time since I think last year. It's been a while that I literally put out 5 videos in 5 days. Every single day there was another video. So it was a lot of fun doing that. I can't do it all the time, but I was able to do it this week. So there's a ton of content that was covered, just a ton. And I'm sure if you go back in the last 5 videos, you'll see.
I'm going to say hi to Connor and Raziel, Ron, David Bookie, Dragon Eggs, Janice West. How is everybody? Scott from South Carolina and Dylan. I'm so glad you guys can make it. Lainey.
Yeah, the Friday night,
Larry.
kind of like hanging out. I like it.
Yes.
I like it.
Good times. So are we going to get into some of the stuff? There's like 1 or 2 questions, but we're going to get into like the week stuff.
Yeah, so let me just tell you if you did not watch all 5 of the videos this week, I'll just tell you kind of what they were about. And then if there's any topics that you want to talk about in that genre, that's fine. If not, we can talk about other stuff. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we'll talk about other stuff. I always interrupt everything because I don't have a lot of tech knowledge.
I actually took video of the rooster today. I'm going to have to play that for you guys.
John wanted to know what happened to us last week. We went and did the family thing last weekend.
Yep.
But
and
also,
got burnt.
Yeah, but also we are hopefully going to have a special guest, and we went to a movie premiere, and it's really cool, and we're not going to say anything yet, but we're hopefully going to share and do something next week with this person, and we think you guys will enjoy it. It'll be really cool.
It should be pretty cool. Gonna have him on the show. I don't know if we're gonna do it live. We will see. I'm not sure exactly how we'll do it, but it could be live, might be Memorex, might be recorded, but we will see.
Who says Memorex anymore?
They
don't even know nobody knows what you're talking about.
And what's really cool is it has to do with space, and it's really cool. It is really cool. So I'm not
I
gonna...
think
I mean, you could tease it if you want.
No, but I think that I think a live would be cool because people could ask questions. We just have to know because I have to be here.
Yeah, that's
so I can man the
question. How am I going to fit someone else in here?
I don't know. That's the $1 million question. We're going to have to figure it out. But it would be cool, and it's all
So we're not sure when we'll be able to get him on, but whenever we do, if we do make it live, then it won't be a Friday. It'll probably be some other... I mean, it could be Friday.
Yeah, we'd have to see when he's available.
Yeah, when he's available. And I might have to just redo this. Maybe we'll do it on the couch or something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But we'll see.
All right, let me get into some questions so we can like.
Well, you know what? Let me just go through the couple of things so they can think about like if they have any kind of questions. So let me just say.
But I already have some questions.
Do you? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me get on this before
All right,
you put
then
me
you
behind.
do it. Yeah, I don't want to put you behind.
I'm taking over tonight.
I don't want to push you behind in any way.
All right. Wait, Gala girl, what am I drinking? A drinking game tonight? Girl, we just came from the gym. I would follow my face.
I know.
I will share that I did have some wine with my daughter a couple nights ago. It was great. It was great. If you like red blend that's not expensive, I personally love it. It's the Apothic Red. So
yes, Apothic Red.
Share that. Ricky Joe, did you hear that AT&T is now offering Internet Air for business? It's $65 a month for standard and $100 for premium.
What the hell is the difference between standard and premium?
I have no idea. Also,
it's probably going to be the speed because they're both going to have to be unlimited. If not, they would be booted out of the game. So let me know if you know. Send me a URL too, or.
Well, let me finish reading the thing.
Anyways, go ahead.
He wrote some more.
Yeah.
Did you hear that AT&T is now having customers migrate to Internet Air?
Yes.
If you have DSL and fixed wireless, since them services don't meet the requirements for speed from the FCC to the broadband.
Absolutely. Like
AT&T
I said,
also made the autopay optional now for the Internet Air. It's $55.58 with autopay, $60.58 without autopay, but paperless billing is required.
Well, there you go.
Thanks, Ricky Joe. How you like them speeds emailed I was getting with the
really nice speeds.
Internet Air.
Really nice speeds. Yeah, so Internet Air, if you guys don't know what that is, you have T-Mobile Internet Home, right? Or Home Internet. Then you also have Verizon Home Internet. We're currently using T-Mobile Home Internet plus SpaceX Starlink, right? So we're combining the two. That's what we're doing this broadcast with. But AT&T just recently joined the game and say, listen, we're going to do the exact same thing. So they came out with AT&T's Internet Air is what they call it. But the shit of it, which really sucks and which is just, I mean, this is typical AT&T, is so they come up with this service, which is basically just 5G, and then you have your little router thing with your 5G MIMO antenna built into it. Anyways, bottom line is they're saying, just like what Ricky Joe was saying, listen, if you have DSL, if you have UVerse, if you have fixed wireless, guess what? You're screwed. You're going to have to go with our 5G, LTE, 5GE, whatever the hell they call it. It's a bunch of garbage, right? You have to go with that because AT&T is pulling copper. They are no longer going to provide DSL service. They're not going to provide UVerse or any of this stuff, right? Fixed wireless, dead. So you're going to have to go with this. You're going to have to go with fiber if they give it to you, and the chances are they probably don't if you're in a rural area anywhere because AT&T sucks. But if you do have DSL or you have UVerse, you're pretty much done. They are cutting you off and saying, listen, you have to go with this Internet Air. Now, Ricky Joe's having some really great speeds that he sent over to me, which is really great. But some people are probably not going to have great speeds. And if you're in a location that doesn't have access to a close AT&T cell tower, you're going to have crap speeds, and that's all you're going to get. That's just simply it. So anyways, that's kind of like the skinny behind the whole AT&T Internet Air.
That's cool.
Yeah.
John wants to know, we can learn about how to keep our bodies healthy. Yes, John, hit the gym. Hit the gym. We are trying to get back into it, especially me. I fell off the wagon 6 months ago.
Yeah, I'm hurting today. But trying to get into the gym as much as possible,
yes,
you know.
With hectic schedule. And
honestly, I mean, it's really, to me, it all starts in the kitchen. Right? Everyone's like, oh, I want abs. Like, well, abs start in the kitchen. They're not, you can go do 1,000 crunch sit-ups and a day and you're not going to get abs. You'll just get a bigger stomach, right? When you get fat all the way around it. So, if you want to kind of get healthy, I would say the kitchen is number one. And then, of course, do your cardio and then lift if possible. And the thing, what happens is when we get older, right, we build muscle up to, let's say, 40.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm old. So as we get older, once we get to a certain age, usually right around 45, 50, somewhere around there, you can maintain what you have, but it's very difficult to make more muscle, right? So you want to kind of do it when you're young. But then once you get to like our age, I'm getting up there in age. So it's like I have to try maintaining. Now I can get bigger because that's my genes. I genetically get bigger quicker, but who knows how long that's going to last. And, I'm going to be 55 soon. So,
holy!
Shh. So I'm like an old guy, right? So it's like it's not easy once you start getting older. So you really want to do it when you're young, and then kind of keep it going.
You're such a
as you get
downer,
older.
though.
No, I'm
Like,
just saying that's
yeah,
how it is.
but like it's never too late to start.
It's
Just
never
get
too
to the
late.
gym. Something is better than nothing. Even if you're doing it at home, 15 minutes. Go for a walk.
Absolutely.
Like whatever.
Every little bit counts.
It's never too late.
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
like. It's never too late. Just get your ass in there. If you really want to
Right.
buff out,
Get your ass in the gym.
If you're gonna do it hard. You know, go big or go home. I mean, that's it.
That's it.
Let's see. So we sidetrack. We go everywhere
You see,
on
that's
Friday
what
nights.
happens.
Yeah, but because
It is what it is.
it is what it is.
It is.
Wispeflex. Soy
Okay.
fan, pero es la primera vez en tu live. Welcome. Bienvenido. I'm happy that you're here.
Thank you for being here.
Let's see. We have people from Wallace and Futuna Islands. Laney.
Sweet.
John wants to know, is that the hairstyle in this state? Are you talking about mine or Joe's? I like it. It's gotten long on the sides. Usually
Yeah,
cut
it's
it.
kinda- and
Yeah, it's a vibe. Come
It's
on,
about-
John.
It's just it's getting long.
Yes.
That's what's happening.
But he's supposed to do it this way. He switches it
yeah,
around.
I don't
It's-
know. And then it's like, it's just a mess right now.
Yeah.
And we just came out from the gym, so it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
We just literally ran in like crazies. Let's see. Larry.
What does Larry have
Larry
to say?
says Starlink is offline 4 systems in 2 years. What do you know about these outages?
Really? Starlink is offline like right this moment? Interesting. Let me see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting Starlink. So
Yeah.
maybe in your location it says 4 systems in 2 years. That means that you're having problems with your systems for sure. Maybe they're defective. I haven't. So just so you give you some context, 33 months so far with SpaceX Starlink. I have Starlink Generation 2. We were beta before, but Generation 2, it's like the dish number 2012 or something, literally in Generation 2. And I've only had 2 problems. And both problems had to do with the adapters. This is important, so don't kick me yet.
Not yet.
2 problems, both having to do with the Ethernet adapters, right? Just last week, I had a problem where the speeds were really shit on this computer. They were great if I was on the phone and I was getting into the app and I was logging in. The speeds were great. But on the computer, they were absolute crap. So I knew it had something to do with between the computer and there. It ended up being the adapter. So I called them, or I didn't really
Did
call
you
them.
open
I
it?
wrote
I still
to
haven't opened
them.
it.
And I said, listen, I put in the trouble ticket. I said, listen, same thing happened before. Yeah, I haven't even opened it. I'm having a problem, and this is what the problem was. It was
I
this.
love how it gets delivered.
Yeah, just smack. That's how it is. But anyways, so I'm going to show you guys. So they sent this out. Now, for me, I had an extra one. So I'd let them know about this because I wanted them to either send a new one or maybe even replace the whole system. So, because they knew that I had a problem, because they can log into your shit. Don't think that they can't, okay? So this is what the problem was, all right? Get a card or something here? Yeah, installation
Thank
card.
you so much for making so many awesome videos about our product to help so many people.
Does it really say that?
No.
Oh,
Well, wouldn't it be great?
wouldn't that be great? So anyways, so this is the thing
For all
that,
your
that
help,
goes
we're
wrong.
going to install a fabulous pool and patio deck for your wife because she deserves it.
Oh my
for
God.
listening to all of this. Thank you so much.
That is, see.
Much
that-
love, Elon.
Elon sent that, and I appreciate that, Elon. I appreciate
And
it.
this is it. It's a diagram.
It's basically nothing. So anyways, this is what goes bad, and it went bad twice for me. So now I have another extra one now, so when it goes bad again, I can throw this in there. But honestly, 33 months, never a problem. Not a problem with the dish, not a problem with the router, not a problem with anything. So
Oh my God.
maybe I was fortunate. But
Shannon gifted 5 Christina
Oh, wow.
memberships. Thanks, Shannon.
thank you for that. So
Travis,
who got them?
Raziel, Chris, David got membership gifted by Shannon. That is
Wow, look at
awesome.
that. It's 5 people.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. That's really, really sweet. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So anyone that got that free membership,
What do they get, Bob?
can you believe this shit? If you got one of those free memberships, say thank you in the chat. and that's just really nice. Thank you so much for that.
No,
really
that's
appreciate
awesome.
it. Love the super chats. Love everything you guys do. Every time we're on here, we really do appreciate it. Trust me. Anyways, I'll let you
All
go
right.
back to some questions before I get into all of these topics.
Okay, is it a live or Memorex? I remember that commercial. That was a great
Is it
commercial.
live,
That's when they
or
used
is
to
it
do
Memorex?
good commercials.
Yeah.
Travis, I bought a refurb yesterday. Thanks for the heads up.
Awesome. That was one of the topics this week.
Dragon Egg wants to know, is it going to be Elon? No, it's not. But could you imagine we would die?
Would that be awesome? Be like, Elon, take a seat on this couch. He'd
Could
be
you
like,
imagine, you guys?
this
Oh
is
my
a
God.
crummy couch, Joe.
Yeah.
It's a freaking futon, Joe. Is this the best that you got? He's like, yeah.
Joe, hi. I remember channel bonding modem, so I also know Memorex. Yes.
Yes. I do.
John,
remember.
happy belated birthday. Birthday was last week on the eclipse, and the neighbor had a
Wow.
party for him.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool. Happy
Eric,
birthday.
when Starlink increased their duty cycle, do you think that increased their ability to connect to cell phones through walls and roofs?
I mean, yes, possibly. Probably not. It really has to do with the signal strength. That's really about it. The eNode Bs that are up there at 530 kilometers. What kind of strength? What wave? Right? What is the wavelength? Is it a big wavelength? Is it a tight wave? Tight wave's going to go further, but it's going to not penetrate. The big waves is like FM and AM, right? Same type of thing. So it really depends on what they're going to use and who, like what they're going to use for it, like what frequencies, what bands, right? What are they going to do? So right now they're going to be using T-Mobile's, right? T-Mobile spectrum, but they put in a request to get other spectrum. Now, if I was T-Mobile, I would be crapping my britches. Okay,
Wow,
because I said
britches?
yes, because I
Wow.
said this before.
That's nice.
I think that Elon Musk and SpaceX Starlink doesn't need any of these wireless companies. And I really do believe that the wireless companies will eventually go the way of the dinosaur. Reason being is those eNode Bs, which are, if you don't know, those are basically what creates the cell tower in space. Okay, it's the same thing as the cell tower that you see down the street, but it's in space at 530 kilometers, right? But the thing is once they're right now there's only a couple hundred, right? They're going to be up to like 800 and something soon. But once there's thousands of these, just think about having, let's say, 10,000 cell towers going at 17,000 miles per hour around the planet, right? And you could just pick up on any of them. So right now they're only doing text. Matter of fact, that's one of the videos that I did. And I spoke on China. China said, hey, listen, cell towers are no longer needed. And I'm like, what the hell is this shit about? How in the hell is China ahead of SpaceX Starlink and Elon? So I was reading through it, and sure damn enough, they're saying that they're able to make phone calls, not just text, but phone calls already. And the shit of it is they're doing it from GEO, not from LEO. So instead of at 530 kilometers, they're doing it at 36,000 kilometers.
Do you really believe that they have this technology,
I think
or
they're
it's a
full of
bunch of
shit.
foobar?
I really do. I think that it's possible, but here's the problem. And here's where I don't see it working. The math doesn't work, right?
Numbers don't lie.
The numbers don't lie, right? You just do the equation. So at 530 kilometers, all right, you're looking at approximately 2 milliseconds, up 2 milliseconds. Let's just call it like 3.5. Let's call it 4 milliseconds, okay, for a signal to go from your dish up to a satellite and back down, okay? 4 milliseconds. But at 36,000 kilometers, which the Chinese are at in GEO, it takes anywhere from about 500 to 600 milliseconds up to 1,000 milliseconds. So instead of having a conversation real time like you would on the phone, the damn shit would be sounding like a damn walkie-talkie. They'd be like, I don't even know how it's even possible. Now, could they be doing some crazy ass shit and making this happen? I don't know. It's possible, but I don't see it. The math doesn't work. They are too far away to be able to make like a decent phone call happen unless they're doing some magic something. So anyways, that's my thoughts on it. But that was one of the videos that I did this week. She kicked me. I'm done.
Just because I want to catch up to the questions
All
and the
right,
comments
all right.
that's coming from what you just talked
Okay,
about.
I will not explain anything.
Oh my God. You see, you guys? This is why I don't come. I get yelled at. Gala Girl, question. iPad Pro, Procreate. Does an image need to be formatted as CMYK to be printed on clothing, or is RGB fine? Noticeable difference of colors in each format.
It depends on the press that you're using, honestly. Find out from whatever press that you're going to be using to print those pictures. If they require CMYK type of process because theirs is a true press ready print, well then obviously they're using inks or dyes, and they're going to most likely it's going to benefit you by printing in CMYK. But if not, and it's just a standard printing type of setup, then just doing an RGB is going to be more than sufficient. Even sRGB, it's going to be more than sufficient. So honestly, ask the provider that is going to be printing your stuff.
All right, Mr. Akpic, sorry.
Akpic.
I got my Gen 2 dish ran over by a loader operator wintertime, and it still worked, just
Holy
changed the
shit.
wire. And then we had 75-mile-per-hour winds, and it blew off my house.
Holy crap. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ricky Joe, also yesterday AT&T actually sent us a letter saying to upgrade to AT&T Phone Advanced. It is a box to make home phone run on the cell tower since they are shutting down the landline.
The reason behind that is the government will not allow them to do this unless they can provide 911. That's it. That's really the bottom line. And that's the problem with VoIP, right? With voice over IP. People could be spoofing IP addresses and all kinds of other shit. And then what ends up happening is the police or fire rescue or whatever don't know where you are because you're using VoIP, and it could be from who knows. It could be from, like, for example, if I did a VoIP call right now, SpaceX Starlink is going through, for me, my point of presence is sitting in North Carolina, right? So what that means is it would show as an IP address in North Carolina. How are they going to find me? They're not, right? So that's probably what that box is doing. It's probably getting a geolocation and then tagging it to whatever IP address they're giving it to, and then somehow injecting that into the call. That's my speculation. I don't know because I don't work for these people. So anyways, I think it has to do with 911.
Okay.
There you go.
Let's see. Okay, we did that. Kevin, happy belated birthday. Just hit 50 on the 10th.
Wow,
awesome.
There you go.
John,
50.
my sister has AT&T internet and cable was paying $40. Now they went up to $180. Unless you change to the new stuff, she doesn't like it. No DVD.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Eric, Joseph, after looking at your arms, you got me wanting to live in Planet Fitness. Fatness. George, hey everyone, throw a like in, doesn't cost anything. Thanks, George. Yes.
Appreciate
Please
that,
like,
George.
share, thumbs up,
Guys, we're getting really close to
I know.
100,000.
We're like
Can you imagine
7,000 subscribers away.
I
That's
can't even
it.
believe it. That's just awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing, supporting.
Yeah, the
and-
sharing is really what does it.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of people, like I notice like trends. When people like on here, like alive, be like this, you know what? We're going to share it on our community on Facebook.
Yes, like the video.
Yeah, or
Thumbs up it.
we're gonna share it on our Reddit or wherever, right? All of a sudden, I'll see a spike of new people coming
Yeah.
on, new subs. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for that. It really does help a lot.
All right, George. Hey, everyone, throw a like. Oh, that's what I just said. Duh. Mr. Akpig. Jay is cool and all, but his wife steals the show.
Absolutely.
That's just because I'm loud. George said online here with Starlink. That was from a while ago.
Yep.
Eric wants to know, what do your arms measure?
I don't even know.
Joe's always had, genetically, he's always had big arms, but when he goes to the gym, they just get even bigger really fast.
Yeah, like when I work out.
Also, he has an obsession with working out his arms.
Yeah, like I'll do.
I'm like, can we work out the rest of our body? But he always has to go to the dumbbells, to the arms. I'm like, there's other stuff we have to work on.
Yeah, we're doing. So today, what did we do? We did arms. We did chest
and tries.
We did a little bit of tries.
That was it. It was an
We did a
arm
little
day.
bit of a little bit of tries, a little bit of back,
not
just
much.
a tiny bit of back. So we did a little bit of everything. Normally, I don't do that. Usually, it's back and bis, chest and tries, and then legs.
And then I have
back
to
and
like
bis,
push
chest and
for
tries, and
legs. If not, he's gonna look like a Dorito with skinny little legs.
Yeah, we don't want to. We don't have the Dorito body and then like little peg legs, whatever. But my calves are like really big, just naturally, So
It's like a sweet potato on one.
yeah, so I need just like massive thighs, and I'll be like balanced out. I don't even know.
All right.
But yeah, but my arms are probably, I would say maybe 16, 17 inch, probably somewhere on there. When I was in high school, they were probably like 18, somewhere on there. I mean, I don't know. But I cannot lift what I did. Back in high school, I'd be able to bench 330, 335. If I can do 2 1/4 right now, I'd be lucky. That's just how it is, and that's just how your strength goes. So as you get older,
Yeah, but also
the best thing to do.
we've been out of the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've been out of the gym for a long time. And then I had the hernia, and then I was like out for like literally 5 months with no working out. Literally, I think I'm back like a month now, right? Maybe?
Yeah, and I
About a
stopped
month
working
so
out like
far.
6 months ago too.
Yeah.
So got lazy.
Anyways.
All right, Oscar. Starlink is working for me here at Russian Mission, Alaska. Ricky
Awesome.
Joe.
Alaska, there you go.
Ricky Joe, it is supposed to be $45 a month and include long distance. Right now, with traditional landline, we pay $116 per month. Larry.
You know what? That's the problem with AT&T and a lot of these providers. They get you in, and then they do this like every 6 month ding, every like 3 month ding, and you just all of a sudden you're up like crazy. You know who did that too?
Yeah, the car insurance.
No, that, but also Dish Network.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God,
All the time.
those people. When we got rid of Dish Network, it was just It felt so good. It felt so good once we had SpaceX and we were able to get get the actual IPTV, right? IPTV, and we use, I think, what we're using right now, YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Anyways, when we were able to do that and give Dish Network the finger after like 20 years, the finger, it felt amazing. But yeah, that's what they would do. They would ding you like all the time, again and again. It would just slowly go up. We were paying like close to like $200.
I don't know. We paid a lot of money living out here because we don't have all the stuff that people in the city do.
Yeah, like
we
in the city, you get
continuously.
You'll hear friends. Yeah, oh yeah, we have fiber, and we pay $49 a month. We're like, what the? Are you kidding me? That's just awesome. And then we would have, before we had DSL, which was it was 15 megs down and 1.5 megs up, and that was with 2 lines bonded together to be able to get that. And we were paying like $60.
Larry
70.
says offline cable is new dish, not buzzing. But this is like I'm trying to catch
up. Okay,
up.
yeah. Go ahead.
John, I like both y'all here. He should be glad he has thick hair and your wife has great hair. Thanks, John. My hair is a mess today. Butch, Central East Texas. Joe, I just love how Fabiola keeps you in line. I have to.
That's it.
Because
I have
look, you guys, then we won't get to your questions.
People, I got that ADD shit, right? So it's like I
Yes,
get very
I know.
I like
Squirrel.
start.
Okay, we know.
Yeah.
And Anderson.
You see?
Hey, I am from Guana. I just bought my
wow.
first Starlink Gen 2 at 50% in the UK and having it
Awesome.
shipped to Guana. Do you think I'm going to have issues with that?
Is there service available in that region? If the answer is yes, then you're not going to have a problem. If the answer is no, you're going to end up having a problem. Because SpaceX Starlink dish, the actual dish, has geolocation, geo-tracking services built into it. So they know where you are at any given time within a foot. So that's why where people were doing, oh yeah, I'm going to say that I got my system here, but it's actually down the street. They're like, oh no, you're not really there, you're here. Okay, so even if you, and this is what some people don't even realize, if you were to pull the GPS, because there is a GPS, right, built into it, if you were to pull that module, let's say, out, it would still know where you are because it would triangulate based on the Starlink satellites up above. And instead of being accurate to like 1 meter, it's accurate to like, I think 6 or 5 meters. So not that long, not that far. It'll still know where you're located. So anyways, bottom line is, if you can get it in your region, you have not a problem. If you can't, you're going to end up having a problem.
Okay. Rick McKenzie, are the speeds of the V4 just significantly better than the V2 to upgrade?
Yes, they are. They are, guys. They are. And I still have a version 2, right? We still have the generation 2, right? But I'm really thinking about doing the V4 upgrade. I might even get one of these damn V4 refurbished. I don't even care, because I've heard now, I get emails from you guys all the time. I get DMs and all kinds of stuff. And as a matter of fact, one of you out there did a side-by-side comparison between a version 2, because they had a generation 2 and they had the generation 4. Side by side, and it was literally over 100 megabits faster on the download with that generation 4. And it was much faster. I don't remember what the numbers were, but like 10, let's say plus megabits faster on the upload speed. So it is just simply faster. And what I'm also hearing is that the latency is better too. How the hell they're doing it, I really don't know. But there's something about it. And I don't know if it's in the dish, if it's in the router, or if it's in the modem. Some people don't know this, but the actual modem is built into the dish. The modem is not in your router. It's actually in the dish, right? So I don't know where the special sauce is, but there's some sauce going on, and I want some of that sauce. So I don't know. You might see me end up buying one of these Generation 4s in not so distant future.
Okay. Scott, what are you doing? Ever take a cinnamon pill, then cough up a cloud of smoke? Nope.
You don't want to.
It must have got caught in my throat. It sounds like a party, Scott. I don't know what you're doing in South Carolina. I'm just getting crazy on this Friday night. Shannon said, "You're welcome. Make sure to check out the content in the members only section to all the people that he gifted the
gifts to the
membership.
the memberships too.
Yeah.
Absolutely."
Sorry, I went blank.
Scott, I just want to tell you something real quick. She'd made me take.
Oh God, here we go.
How do you know what I'm going to say?
It's always something.
She made me take some type of peppermint oil pills.
I was trying to help him
because I had like stomach issues.
He had an ailment.
So I was taking. So you were coughing up.
Cinnamon.
You were coughing up cinnamon, like a cinnamon. Okay. So I was crapping out literally.
Did you just really share
hold on,
this?
I'm sharing. I was literally crapping out.
We want them to share the video.
No, but hold
on.
Not
your. I can't even.
Cinnamon candy bars or cinnamon sticks or some kind of crazy mint sticks or something. I don't know. That's what I ended up having. I'm like, oh my god.
It was a peppermint Hershey.
It was a peppermint Hershey. I'm like, what is going on with this? I stopped it. I can't do it. I'd rather have stomach problems than, I don't know, pooping out like peppermint sticks.
Well, that was a lot on a Friday night.
But
thanks for coming to our channel.
Thank you. We're out. Shut it down right now.
Oh my God. Okay. On a different note.
Yes.
Joe Boxy. When will there be a certified aviation terminal?
A certified aviation terminal. That's a good question. That would actually help out pilots a lot, for sure, obviously. But I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I haven't heard of anything down the grapevine as of yet. So I don't know. We'll see. If I hear something about it, I will let you know. We have some people that are in the family circle, let's say, that fly, and it would be definitely beneficial.
Yeah. Look, Joe, thank you for the super chat.
Hey, Joe, thank you for that super chat. That is awesome. Really do appreciate that. Appreciate it a lot. That's great. If you have any questions, let us know.
Yes.
Let us know, Joe.
John,
thank you.
Or of Elon Trucks had a recall because his people was putting soap on a gas pedal to get it on, and then people had trouble the pedal coming off.
Really?
What the hell?
It's possible.
Nothing,
who knows?
Yeah. Elliston, Jay, I don't believe this. They have the capability to do it, but they are not there yet.
Talking about probably China
Yeah.
and their nonsense. Yeah, it's
Videos Viralis. A dinosaur was around my house days ago. I was really worried for my dish warranty. JG. A cell phone can technically not make a call through a satellite because the connection from the phone to the satellite would be too slow. This goes back to your China thing.
It goes back. Yeah, because it has to do with latency.
Yeah. Kevin and Gallagher both said thank you. You answered questions.
Appreciate that.
Tim Paddock, curious if you ever did a video on anything about building your digital Fort Knox. I want to build one.
Yeah. So actually, I did a video.
We'll be buying the book too.
Yeah. I did a video on that. If you go back and go into my video playlist, or actually don't go into Starlink. I think just go into just a list of videos, then go and hit the little magnifying glass and put in digital Fort Knox or put in something like that, and you're going to find it. But also I have the free version of that. If you guys go to jcristina.com/books, you can download the beginning, let's say, of that book. I put that out there for free. Check that out. And then if you want a hard copy, you can pick it up on the website, or you can pick it up on Amazon or in the bookstore or something like that. But I have them on the website, jcristina.com. So definitely check those out.
/shop, right?
Yeah, you could do /shop, or just go to jcristina.com and then click on shop, and you'll find the book in there. But yeah, if you don't know what Digital Fort Knox is a book that I wrote when I built a server, basically a RAID array, but it's an unRAID server. Okay, so the difference between a RAID and an unRAID server, basically RAID uses a certain protocol, and the problem is with the protocol is that if for some reason, let's say you're doing a RAID array with, let's say you're doing 5, right? If one drive goes out, you're okay. If 2 goes out, now we have a problem. 3 goes out, you basically lose everything. So what ends up happening is with an unRAID server is that they don't work like that. Okay, it works a little bit differently. So if you lost an entire drive, it's fine. If you had 5 drives, you would only lose that 1 drive, and you'd still have all 4 still there. Even if, what are you doing to me? You making crazy stuff? Anyways,
I'm being like the infomercial.
The bottom line here is with that RAID array that I built it out of like 12-year-old parts, and it's still running right now. About 2 years later since when I wrote this book.
Yes, but this is basically your step-by-step.
It's literally like a step-by-step.
It has everything, like
what I
pictures,
use,
what it should look like when you're going.
The parts that I use, and then other parts that you can use instead. Literally, you can build this with like old parts that are 10 years old.
And you have his fabulous bio back here. His picture.
But I do, I can sign them, and I do all kinds of stuff. If you buy them on Amazon, they don't get signed. If you buy them from me, there is an option that you can have them signed, and I'll sign them, write you a little something in there.
And
but anyways, it's really good,
big.
And it's one of those things that it was invaluable for me to be able to create this, because I have just terabytes and terabytes and terabytes. You can imagine all this video that I make, right? And I was a photographer for many, many years, so I got just a ton on there that it's fully accessible at any time. It's not sitting on all of these hard drives like all over the place, It's like I have a 10 gig here, I got a 12 gig there, I got a 12 terabyte here and a 10 terabyte and then another. You don't want to do that. Put it into one big array, and then you can access everything whenever you want. Anyways,
okay.
I went down the rabbit hole.
That's okay. Connor, I still have the original round beta dishy built
Awesome.
like a tank. Are there any major speed improvements with the new dishes?
Yes. The Generation 1s are still great. The round ones are fantastic. The Generation 4 are faster. That's just it. This is what I'm hearing. I don't have one to tell you absolutely for certain, but you guys have multiple people have written into me and showed me results, and they are faster. So Generation 4 is where it's at right now.
Okay. Gamma Gonad ran over mine about a month ago. A little Gorilla Tape on the post. The Bingo Bango works fine. I did buy a used one for parts, but works good for now.
Smart. That's smart. That's smart.
Jacob
I'm glad
Martin.
you did that.
Jacob Martin. Hey, Joe, what's up?
What's up, Jacob? How's it going?
Scott from South Carolina.
Yes?
I'm going to call you Mr. Cinnamon. Going from
Cinnabon.
Going from HughesNet to Starlink was like being released from prison, right? I mean, I can't even
110%.
imagine.
I can't imagine having HughesNet or Viasat. You know, if you guys don't know HughesNet and Viasat, what he's speaking about is the original, all right, satellite internet, and they were broadcasting from GEO. So you had that latency of 500, 600, 1,000 milliseconds, horrible latency. And now they're trying to say, oh, you know, we have faster speeds now, but you can't do anything about latency. Once again, it's mathematics. You're too far away, period. Close shop. So like I've said, Usenet, Viasat, out of business in not so long period of time. I think that will end up happening is the government will take them over or somehow infuse them with money so that they can use them as a backup to SpaceX Starlink. You heard it here first, okay? Do I know this for sure? No, but I bet that is what will happen.
Okay, Jacob Martin, how has the speed been doing for you guys? I'm getting 150 down and 25 up.
I'm going to show you. Go to the next question.
JG, if anybody needs an inexpensive phone service that works great over the internet, I would recommend UMA, OOMA.
Oh, like a VoIP service? UMA, okay.
John, question, my Starlink, I'm getting 300 downloads and 20 up, pin 40 jitters and 20, but it seems to be slowing last week. Any thoughts?
Let me see if that will pop in there. Does it?
It's blurry.
Is it blurry?
Wait. No, wait.
Cover my eyes,
No,
your
wait.
eyes.
You had it over here at like...
No, it doesn't work.
It did before.
Let me see if I go really
there.
close.
No.
Oh, there it is. There we go. 404 down, 14.3 up.
Wow.
That was the best one that I was able to get as far as download speed, but check this one out. Okay? Hold on. Come on. Make believe I'm not here.
You need to cover your face. There you go.
Hold on.
Okay.
There it is. There you go. 389 by 33.8, guys. 389. So just so you know, just so you get like a perspective here, when we were in beta and there was 112,000 people, okay, that when I first started this, there was 112,000 people, and that's when I came online. Anyways, I got the maximum of 320 down and an upload speed of like 40, 43. So this speed, compared to the way it's been ever since we have 2.7 million now people, is unbelievable. Now, does this happen all the time? No. And then people have asked me, why isn't it like this all the time? And the reason it's not is because there's still version 1 satellites out there. There's still version 1.5 satellites out there. And now they have the version 2.0 minis. If you have a 2.0 mini overhead, you'll know it because those speeds will be exceptionally fast, much faster than normal, all right? If you have one of these old 1.0s overhead, your speeds will be luckily to hit 100 megabits down and maybe 10 megabits up. So that is where we get this fluctuation. But as we get more and more of those minis, the 2.0 minis up in LEO, we're going to have more and more of those coming by. And what they'll start doing is deactivating the 1.0s and keeping it only to the 1.5s and the 2.0 minis. Keep in mind, the 1.5s and the 2.0 minis both have lasers on board. They have communication lasers, meaning that they can send data through LEO at the speed of light in a vacuum, very fast, and be able to transmit data all over the world. They can literally send a call from Florida to China, if I wanted to. I won't call them, but from Florida to China, all right, in like a split second, in milliseconds, through lasers. Literally from satellite to satellite to satellite to satellite, just hopping around, which is amazing. It doesn't have to come back down to a ground station, which is really cool. And I've said this in the past. I said, listen, ground stations will start going the way of the dinosaur also. And the reason being is they won't need as many anymore because they'll be able to move the data at the speed of light from satellite to satellite to satellite and then beam it down directly on top of a POP or a point of presence. So we'll see what ends up happening. But that's why things are fast, and that's why sometimes they're slow. I can't wait until there's a steady speed, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are in the same boat. Was that too long?
No, I'm just
I felt something under the table.
I don't know what you're
It wasn't a
talking
dog.
about.
She kicked me.
I'm just trying to move it along.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Did you answer that question
Which
about my Starlink is getting 300 downloads and 20 up and 40 jitters? 20, but it seems to be slowing last week. Any thoughts?
If you're getting 40 jitter, that's pretty shit. Okay, so jitter is what no one talks about. Jitter is like, you know, the 6 million pound elephant in the room. Everyone talks about latency, but they don't talk about jitter. You want to see jitter around 2, jitter of 4, jitter of 8, max.
What is a jitter?
What is jitter? So again, see, I like when someone asks me a question, but she'll kick me because I can't answer it.
That's
Okay,
not
I'm going to tell
true.
you. So really quick, basically, in short, jitter is basically like the mean or the difference between the fastest ping and the slowest ping, right? The difference between them, right? That gap is your jitter. So for example, if I have a ping that's going to a location and I'm getting, let's say 30 milliseconds, okay? And then all of a sudden it goes to 35, then it goes to 40, then it goes to 32, and then 38, right? Your jitter is going to be 10, that variation between the slowest and the fastest. So you want that as small as possible so you don't have a lot of variation. You don't want like a ping that's 30 and then all of a sudden a ping that's 100. Now all of a sudden, if it kept doing that over and over, you would have a jitter of 70. That's why I'm saying when you have a jitter of 40, that's shit. Okay, that's a problem. And that might be something that you can reach out to them and say, listen, I'm seeing jitter of 40. All right, this thing is all over the place. They're going to say, do you have are you having outages? They'll probably look at your records. Or do you have a tree that's going in front of it or something like that? They'll ask you a bunch of questions. But anyways, you want to have jitter as low as possible. Once again, that is the variation of the fastest and the slowest between those pings,
I
the
learned
milliseconds.
something new tonight.
I just made all this shit up.
You're such a dork. Oh my God. Okay, Ricky Joe, we're about to drop Dish Network now, actually, since we finally got
Thank
unlimited
God.
data and got rid of data caps and overage fees. Thank God. That's
Thank
awesome,
God.
Ricky Joe.
Jeez.
City
Good for
Twister.
you.
I have watched the Storm Chasers live stream here on YouTube, and they're using Starlink. Works pretty good, and it's been through
Absolutely.
hail and rain and other types of weather. Amazing.
No problem.
Anderson. So I thought the Starlink works anywhere in the world since it's satellite. So why wouldn't it work in my area besides in my location on the May it's coming soon? So I don't know, but I'm gambling.
Okay, so once again, it just depends on your area. Okay, let me switch this over so you guys can see I should have switched that earlier so you guys can see the chat. But it depends on your area. Where are you located on the map? So the best thing to do, all right, I'm gonna do it real quick here, is if you go to starlink.com and then do a /map. Here, let me see if I can bring that up so you guys can see it. So I'm not like just speaking nonsense. Okay, do you see this? All right, so this is starlink.com /map. Okay, this is the map. And here we can see that everything in light blue means that it's available. Anything that has a medium blue says there's a waiting list, there is no more waiting list. And then everything in dark blue says coming soon. So everything is available. We can also click this little button here and then change from availability to download speed to upload speed to latency. If we click on download speed, we can see who has the fastest download speed in the country, who has the slowest. All right, and it goes by the color. The lighter the color, the faster the speed. The darker the color, the slower the speed. That's how it works. But for you, it has to do with your area, right? Now, if we back out, this is the United States, and then we come over to, let's say, over here, what you'll need to do is find your location on the map, okay? And on the map, when you find your location, zoom in. So if we were here, right, and I zoomed in here, we're in Africa, Nigeria here, we see it has SpaceX Starlink available to it, right? But everywhere else here in this dark area says coming soon. It is not available. But if you're in Kenya, you can get it. If you're over here in Zimbabwe, you can get it. So once again, look for your location on the map and see what color it is, and then you'll know if you can get it or not. Hopefully that helps.
Okay. Niboopsh, I guess. So
Good job.
I want.
That's fantastic.
So I want to buy a Gen 4, and you said to me Gen 3 is great too. I'll take a
Yes.
4.
Yeah, I mean, Gen 3 are fantastic. 4 is just simply coming back with faster speeds as of right now. But I just showed you a download speed of 404 megabits down. That was with a Generation 2.
Okay.
So a lot of it has to do with the satellites overhead, but the Generation 4s are just simply faster with the exact same satellites overhead. And that people have tested, and that's just the way it is.
All
Why,
right.
I don't know.
I suppose so. Just got a software update and just speeds drop from 148 down before update to 47 after. What the hell?
That's a break. There's a problem there. So relax, wait a day. If it continues to do that, do a factory reboot. Sometimes they do these updates, and when the update happens, they just do a reset. Don't do a reset. Do a factory reboot. Okay. Now, when you do that, you're going to have to enter in, your
How often
password.
should someone reboot it to get the best alignment?
So I personally like to do a complete factory reset, like once a month, sometimes every other month, or just when you're having problems. All right, you can just wait until you have problems. Resetting it is good and it does help, but when you do a factory reset, that's when you're going to get your most help out of it. And a lot of times, if you're having problems, the people over at SpaceX Starlink are going to say, listen, do a factory reset first. If you still have the problem, contact us and we're going to take care of it. Okay, so do that first. If you're still seeing your speeds that slow, contact SpaceX. Chances are they will know if you're getting slow speeds. Trust me, they know everything about these. They can get into them. All right, don't think that they can't. They get in, they know. When I told them, listen, I have a problem, and I told them what the problem was obviously I'm a system administrator, so I know this shit, right? So I told them exactly what the problem is. They're like, okay, we'll send you one of these because we know you're right, all right? They didn't even question it. They just sent it, all right? So anyways, do that, and that should help out. Scott, thank you so much for that super chat.
Scott said, thanks for sharing the peppermint story. Thanks for sharing your cinnamon.
Oh my God. Cinnamon and peppermint.
What a time. Question, if the North Poles change, will it mess up the GPS?
Yeah, if they change, like they flip, that could
know, that's
happen.
what John
but
wants to
we're
know.
not going to see that happen in our lifetime, for sure. But yeah, everything would actually flip. Yeah.
Shannon said, why don't you ever turn on the on-air sign behind you? That's a good question.
You know why I don't? Because I turned it on once, and Fabiola said, this purple here it just doesn't look, I don't like it, so I just haven't turned it on. But if you would like, we can turn that on.
You know what?
We could do it. Let me see. Let me roll my fat
You know what?
butt in this direction.
Shannon,
Let me
I don't
see.
know with him.
Let me see. I'm gonna do.
You know what? You just stay back there. I'm taking
Okay,
over.
you do you.
I'm doing me.
You do you.
Welcome to the Fabiola show.
Okay.
Where
And I'm
we're
gonna see
just-
if I can find the
I don't
other
know
one.
what we're going to talk about because I'm not the tech person, but we'll figure it out. Kurt, good old did she make flat face? What is that?
Yeah, that's the dish.
Really?
There it is. All right.
See?
You let me know if Fabiola has like too
Shannon,
much.
if my hair starts to glow and I look weird, it's going to be your fault.
Let me just scoot back in here.
God.
All right. It's there.
It
it's
is.
on. Is it hurting your?
It's in the back of my head.
Is it hurting in any way?
No. I
All right,
mean,
so
it looks
then we'll
like
leave
my
it.
head is glowing, but if you guys like it, Shannon, fine. Fine, Shannon. All right, we got David. Welcome to
David.
Premium Sub.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you.
Love it.
That's awesome, David.
And
really
what do they get with a
appreciate that.
premium sub?
You have to go into the list, all right? It'll show you all of like the little things. I put this together like about, I would say 2 years ago now. So I don't even know what's in there anymore.
Wow.
No, honestly. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try changing things up a little bit. There's like for 100,000, once I hit this 100,000, I'm going to change a bunch of different things.
You guys, for the love of
up.
God, please like and share
Yeah,
so we can hit
do it.
100,000.
Yeah, there's gonna be like some changes that are gonna happen. I'm also going to really start focusing on these T's because I created the
David
T line.
said that it changed his icon and didn't realize it.
It did, yeah.
That's cool.
It will do that, yeah. And then you'll have like different you'll have different emojis that you can use, which are always pretty cool. Which are different than the regular standard emojis, which is kind of cool. But yeah, take a look. Take a look in there. It'll tell you all the good stuff.
All right. Let's see. We got a super chat.
Like here, I'm gonna put some of these emojis in there.
Thank you very much. Purple hair super chat. Thanks.
You see? You did it.
I did it. Horace Box. Thank you for the super chat. Question. Hi, I'm currently using V2 Starlink, but do you think the latency will decrease if I change to V3? Thank you.
No. So the latency, what you're getting is what you're getting, and it really doesn't have that much to do with that dish from version 2 to version 3, for example. But version 4 somehow does give you a little bit better latency. Not by a ton, but like where like they literally did a side by side. Let's say if you're getting 30 milliseconds with the version 4, it's like 25 milliseconds. Just it's a little bit, but it's noticeable. So it's just simply better. And I really don't know what they did. I really don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's in the modem. I don't know if it's in the array, the antenna array, all the little antenna, like all the little modules in there, right? That do the actual connection, the antenna. I don't know if it's there or if it's something with the router. I don't know. But whatever they're doing it right. I have a feeling that is nothing to do with the router. I have a feeling. Sing
I'm
it.
going to start singing.
You should sing it. I have a feeling that it has something to do
Then
with...
everybody will definitely leave.
Well, I had a shit story. So, okay.
Oh my God.
It's true. Peppermint shit story. So, but yeah, I think it really has to do with the modem and the combination of the array, right? The antenna, the array. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't spend the money to go from like a version 2 to a version 3. If you have a version 2 and you can go to a 4, if you don't mind spending, even at refurb in the US is $3.99. If you have that laying around, do it. It's going to give you a little bit better. It'll give you a little boost.
If you have it laying around, just do it.
Just do it.
Be like a shoe. Just do it.
Just do it. What was it, Nike or something?
Yeah, it was.
Nike commercial. See?
Way back in the day when commercials used to be good and people weren't assholes. Anyways.
There you go.
Ricky, question. With the pic I sent you via email on the internet air egg with the clock, since it's connected to the internet, should the time automatically spring forward and fall back when it comes to that time?
One more time.
Oh, hell. With the pic I sent you via email of the internet air egg with the clock, since it's connected to the internet, should the time automatically spring forward and fall back when it comes to that time?
Yeah, if it's set that way, then it should. I don't know about that egg, if they have it like that, but
they have an egg. Is it an Easter thing?
It's not an Easter thing. It's a time egg. Shannon has super chat there.
I said it. The purple hair.
I didn't even see it. Thank you, Shannon.
Ow.
I didn't see it. All right.
I can't. Okay. This Jacob Martin said that was insane about the Chinese thing because I'm still trying to catch up and the technology is incredible.
Yeah.
Glenn Fulgar, thanks for your live chat. Starlink should sling you a bit of commission, right? I mean,
I've always said, you know what? If I got $1 for every Starlinks that I've sold.
Oh my God, you guys! I would have a bathroom and a pool in
the last 33 months. And you know what? And I don't do. Look, I don't do this to sell their Starlinks or whatever. I do this to help other people how it has helped me. So us, the family. Because things were such crap for so long, right? That once we
And
got
you know
SpaceX
what?
Starlink, it was like everything changed.
Yeah, but like there are people that are really rural. They're really further out. And like we're out, but really we're not that out to
Right.
not have had, anything
We're
for
like suburbs, really.
Yeah. We're just on the we're on the
outer
outskirts of the
suburbs,
suburbs, but still we're not as far out as some people. Like some people are in Alaska. Some people are like,
Yeah, like literally far out.
like yeah, for real. And
Yeah.
so it was even more ridiculous
Yeah.
because we were not
Yeah.
that far out. And
We-
then it's even more ridiculous that this week our community is trying to decide if they're going to allow us to get fiber in the community, and there's still mental midgets who don't want it. Please, someone explain this to me. And I'm not even a tech person. Like, hello.
Yeah, like if anyone, you have to be an absolute
real idiot.
buffoon, okay, to not want fiber in your community. But these astards, okay, really feel like getting fiber in the community and having them have to dig a little trench because they want to put the fiber underground. They don't even want to sling it. The AT&T wanted to come into our community and sling the damn shit on the poles that are literally 50 years old. I mean, you got to be stupid. But this is what they do. This is AT&T, right? Anyways, but
right.
this is, stop hitting me. But the thing is the people here in the community, and I'm sure there's communities like this all over the place, where you always have this vocal minority that don't want things that actually progress the community. But this is what we have. So who knows? If we get it, we get it. If we don't, we don't. If we do get it, I'll still use SpaceX Starlink anyways as a backup. Right now, we're using 3 services. We're using AT&T, which is trash. We're using T-Mobile, which is the home internet, and we're using SpaceX Starlink. SpaceX Starlink is the main, but when we go live, once again, I'm bonding SpaceX Starlink and T-Mobile together so that we don't go down, just in
Right.
case Starlink goes down, because it does sometimes.
Okay, let me catch up on some of these.
You do it.
And you guys, I am reading through the questions and it takes time to get to them
Don't make excuses.
because obviously some answers are longer than others.
I'm
And
glad
we're
you realize. Then
hanging
why
out.
do you keep hitting me?
Well, because sometimes you just keep going. Anyways, so it's Friday night and we'll get to it as quickly as we can. Chill, relax.
All right.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
You do you.
Glenn,
Right.
thanks. Okay. Thanks for the live chat. Starlink should sling you a bit of commission, but I was saying, P.S. Who wants my Hughes? He's a P.S. Who wants my Hughes? 9209.
The used
Oh my
dish.
God,
You know what you
yeah.
could use it for? Use it as like a snow sled. You can
Yes.
get on it like a Chevy Chase.
Video Viralis wants to know what speed tester would you recommend?
Just use speedtest.net. Don't use the speed tester that's built into SpaceX Starlink. Don't do any of that. Use Ookla, right, which is speedtest.net. And this way you have a single source that you're using for everything, and you don't have to worry about, let's say, SpaceX Starlink kind of fixing the numbers, which they
Right.
don't anyways, but you just have, that it is the way it is, period, right? But also, here's the thing. When you go and do a test using speedtest.net, it will automatically get a server, okay? And the server is based on your POP, or your point of presence. So if I do a speedtest.net, it's going to say, I am in North Carolina. I'm not, right? I'm in South Florida. But that's fine because that's going to be your closest POP, your closest location. So leave it alone. Whatever server it comes up with, maybe it's Cox, maybe it's whatever, Spark or Sparklight or whatever it comes up with, use the same server over and over and over when you're doing multiple tests. If you don't, then you're going to get variations based on the server and not necessarily SpaceX Starlink. So stick with the one server.
Hi, Arnie. Hi, Dominic.
How are you doing? Wow.
Anderson, one last question. Is the monthly installment for Starlink varies depending on your geolocation?
It does. Well, in the U.S., you're going to pay the most, of course, because people in the U.S. are supposed to pay more than anyone overseas. Okay, that's just how it is. So if you are in Europe, you're going to pay a lot less. If you're in Zimbabwe, you're going to get it a lot cheaper. than we do here. If you're in Nigeria, you're going to get it cheaper. If you're in Hungary or Romania or someplace, you're going to get it cheaper. And your speeds will be faster than the U.S. too.
Okay.
So that's just how it is. The U.S. gets kind of like the shit end of the stick. They always have. But there's more people here that actually are using it. So.
All right. Dragon eggs. In Washington State, I rarely get more than 100 down and 20 up. Paying usually between 30 and 50. I feel I'm not getting near the average. Is it too many people in my area?
It could be. It really could be. It really depends on how many people are in your node or in that location. Because as those satellites are flying by, there's only so many people that it can accommodate. And I've used this an analogy before, and I think it's a really good analogy. It's the pie analogy. If you have a party and people come over, and let's say 8 people come over, you can take your pie and cut it into 8 pieces, and everyone gets an equal slice. But if 2 people come that are unannounced guests, well, now you need 10 slices, right? So what do you have to do? You have to make all the other slices smaller to accommodate those other 2 people. That's why your speeds start going slower and slower, because there's only so much pie, right? It's not an infinite amount of pie. So you have to cut those pieces smaller. So you have to give people less speed. That's basically a short of it on why it is the way it is.
All right. Tim Jackson, question. I'm in Australia and was wondering, when will Starlink be so good when obstructions don't affect anything? Is that possible?
Yes. It's just going to keep getting better, honestly. SpaceX Starlink they're putting up like 23 over and over and over. Literally one week, I think they put up 23 Starlink satellites 3 times, I think, in the week. I believe. I think it was somewhere around there. So they're just putting up so many continuously that as they move into their orbital altitude, which is right around that 520 kilometers, 530 kilometers, and they are now operational. There's more and more of those version 2s. Your speeds are going to get faster. Your latency is going to get better. So just hang in there, hang tight. And then once Starship actually stops blowing up and they get this thing down, things are going to turn upside down. People are not even going to... Things are going to go so fast, it's going to be the latency is going to go down to sub 20. Remember what I'm saying. Sub 20 milliseconds, 18 milliseconds, 20 milliseconds, 17 milliseconds, right? Mark my words. And we're going to see 300, 400 consistent download speeds and much better when it comes to reliability. Not that up and down thing. And the reason being is the version 3 Starlink satellites will be put up there, and they are big. They're badass, and they're like 4 times the capacity. So hang in there for that.
Okay. The one below all. Hey guys, how's the night going for you? Good.
Fantastic.
Dominic, yay, boy, Friday. Yes, you're here. You made it. Scott, how often should I... Oh, we did that one already,
Yeah.
Scott. Glenn Kowalczyk.
Yes. How you doing, Glenn?
Once a month is like changing the oil on your truck.
Exactly.
And Arnie, we said hi to Arnie in
Yes.
Possum Town. Arnie said that he thought that Starlink was a pizza, and it's Peter on vacation.
Yeah, we didn't see Peter.
Did you tell him?
Yes. No, I didn't tell him.
Well,
I never tell him. So obviously,
yeah, but
Peter
last
is
week
doing
we were.
something.
Yeah, but last week we weren't here, so
Peter,
maybe he was
if you're
confused.
watching this after, it's no problem that you're not here. We appreciate
maybe
you.
you should tell him so he knows.
Okay.
Maybe he would like to know. I'm just saying.
That's a good idea. Peter,
I can't.
we're going to give you a heads up every time we go
You were
live.
supposed to do that a long time ago.
Oh, God.
I can't. Arnie, you see what I had to deal with?
Hey, listen, guys. If you're new here, you've never been here before, in the chat, just say hello.
Also,
so we
the
can
one
recognize
below,
you and say hello. Huh?
The one below all, he loves. They love our on-air sign,
Oh.
even though my head's glowing. You
Yes,
guys.
it's glowing. Sorry.
Yes.
It's the way it
yes,
is.
Yes.
Maybe I'll move it. Maybe I'll put it over my head.
Put it over your head.
I'll put it in the middle. I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll move
Okay. John, I think if your wife was on the video with you, just think how high your likes would be if
That's
I'm here
true.
all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
John, tell him.
You know, look.
Rick,
Wait.
you're just too slow.
Do you understand, and I'm sure most of you do, if I was female, all right, I would be well over 100,000 subscribers long ago.
Should I put a wig on you?
So
It's a thing nowadays.
Maybe I'm going to put a wig on. All right.
We'll call you Josephina.
I'll be Josephina. It'll still be the JC Live, right? But Josephina will be on here, okay? I'll do like this whole thing, and then maybe I'll get like, I don't know.
More likes?
I will get a shit ton of likes. I know it.
Oh
I
my
know
God.
it. But I'm not, you know? Like, I'm an old guy, so, you know, it's just the way it is. That's the way it is, you know?
Oh my God, I can't. Alrighty. Well, millions of pics. Rick,
Oh my
Joe,
God.
how long has it been since you lit the Starship? Fab, I only ask how long and not that he should light it up. Rick, he's going to light it up
Rick.
now. Oh no.
I have not lit the Starship in a little while. Hold on.
Yes. I'm going to keep answering questions
Okay.
before my hair just, melt. Rick, thanks.
Rick.
Honey Badgers, can you currently get the refurbished V4 in the US? And if so, how?
Yes, you can. So just go to SpaceX, just go to starlink.com and place an order. And when you place an order, if in your location they have version 4 refurbished available, it will pop up. If it doesn't pop up, then they're just not available to you at your specific location. So for me, it did pop up. I was able to get one. I didn't buy one. I probably should have, but yeah.
Hey, if you become Josephina, what are your pronouns going to be? Tim wants to know.
What would my pronouns be?
I don't know.
How about just
Shim.
Shim?
Shim.
There you go. My pronoun is Shim.
Okay, well, I'm going to back up because you haven't
ready, guys?
You haven't started that in a while. Thanks.
Yeah, it might backfire.
Thanks, Rick.
Rick?
Appreciate it, Rick.
All right. We're going to
Oh my God,
launch
don't
it.
point it towards me.
Okay, ready? Are we ready?
Point it towards your hair.
I'm not going to blow up my hair.
Okay, but you always point it towards
No,
me.
I'm far enough.
No, but it's at an angle.
Is this okay? All right, here we go. Ready?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, it didn't fire off. Now it's scary. Hold
Ooh,
on.
it kind of smells.
There it goes. Look at that, guys.
Wow. Oh, it smells. Because you haven't,
Should I actually do the little...
there's something wrong with you. Wow, it's really your night. We have glowing purple behind me.
And there you have
And the
it.
rocket. Congratulations.
This shit's fun.
Wow.
You know, I ordered another one. It never came. I don't know what the
Where
hell's
is it?
going on.
Did
I don't know. They took my
deliver?
money literally a year ago now. I don't know.
Oh
It's
my
been
God.
forever.
Could you imagine if I would have ordered something, he would have lost his shit if they took
That's
my
it.
money and I didn't
I'm
get
writing
anything.
to him tomorrow. It just dawned on me.
Just dawned on him. Just dawned.
Where is it?
All right. Let's see.
I'm just
Scott said
gonna
fiber
hold,
increases.
I'm going to hold my Starship.
Yeah, you hold on to that. It's your friend. Scott, fiber increases your home's value. Yes, it does, but some people still
They're just
don't.
stupid.
They're retards. I can't.
They literally have no freaking sense.
Oh.
It's like, I have problems, but
How
these
many
people have
kicks?
more problems.
How many kicks tonight?
God,
At least 20?
no. I'm going to say close to 10 kicks so far I've
okay.
gotten.
Not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I won't need ice. Not yet, at least.
Yeah. Arnie said if Starlink lowered the monthly subscription fee to $50, I will reconnect.
Yes. Matter of fact, I did a video on that. Yep. A lot of people have said 50 is like the magic number for them. And that was one of the videos that I did. What SpaceX Starlink is doing with a lot of these refurbished is they're putting out surveys, and they're putting out either if you've paused your system for a certain period of time, or if you've canceled your system, what they will do is they will send you this email, and I did a video on it. You can go watch the video. And then they would ask you a survey and see where there was a problem and can they fix it. and if they can, they will. So the magic number that a lot of people have said is $50 per month is what they're willing to pay. So I don't know. We'll see. But I think that's how a lot of these people are. I think that's how they're getting the refurbished, because they're getting someone gets a Generation 4 and they don't activate it, right? Because they've been around since October of last year or something. They don't activate it, or it's sitting around, and they write them. They say, listen, we'll give you $200 for it. Send it back, and that's it. So they've been doing that for the version 2s, version 3s, and they're getting a lot of them back. So they're probably reusing some of these parts, or they're going to use them to send to disaster locations, because that's what they did in the Ukraine. I don't know if anyone knew this, but even though there was version 2s out everywhere, all of Ukraine, all of those free systems that they got in the Ukraine, they were all generation 1. They were the round units, right? So that's probably why that's probably one of the things what they're doing with these older ones and bringing them in. Go ahead.
I'm gonna punch you. James. Oh no, Rick Blaze. When will Gen 4 ship overseas?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Usually they start everything in the U.S. and then they trickle it out. Okay, so I'm gonna guess it would probably be a few months. You're probably not gonna see them as of yet. I would say probably before the end of the year. I'm gonna probably say maybe like 2-3 months from now, you'll see the Generation 4s. It just takes some time. They usually test in the U.S. And the reason being, it just makes sense, right? It's cheaper. If there's a problem, they get them and they can, switch them out really quick, and it's cheap. Whereas if it's out of the country, it's expensive to do that. So.
James Flores. I have both Starlink and T-Mobile home internet in my semi-truck, and they both work really good. That's awesome. Tim Jackson, cheers so much for answering my question. I did notice my download speed went to 320 and with a 35 upload. There
you go. 320 with 35 up. That is awesome.
Josh.
That is really good.
Josh Zufelt. Sometimes my internet is good with the picture, but then the sound is not sync with the picture.
Really?
Yes, and Tim said that he has the same problems. He has to refresh a lot. Hey, Low Tech Greg, how are you?
Interesting. I haven't had that problem, honestly. That's a different problem. Yeah, that's new. That's a new one.
Jeffrey, question: will SpaceX send Starlink satellites to orbit the moon and have a laser link to Starlink satellites in low Earth orbit? And do they need FCC approval for that?
Screw the FCC.
Oh, righty then.
No, but yes, they will definitely have SpaceX Starlink version 3s and version 4s and all of them rotating around, orbiting the moon for sure. Absolutely 100%. They'll also have them between here and Mars, okay? And then they'll also have them orbiting Mars. Why? Because they'll be able to communicate at the speed of light. Right? Because they do have those lasers, basically a laser in a vacuum going extremely fast. They'll be able to communicate from Mars to Earth at a pretty decent clip, all right? Not as fast as you think, but at a pretty decent clip. But from the moon, not a problem at all. Also, what we'll end up seeing is we will have that station on the moon. And before we get there, we're going to obviously have to have Starship working, but then there's going to also be a Starship that will be empty, that will be a gas station, and then other Starships will be able to pull up to it, refill, and then take off to the moon. That's the goal. So it's kind of exciting. I mean, I would love to be able to see this before I'm dead, and maybe they end up getting to Mars, before I'm gone. I think it'll just be really cool because I was born the year that we landed on the moon. It would be nice to actually be around. Just shut up. I'm old, okay? It'd be nice to actually be here when we land anybody on Mars. I just think that would be just awesome. Really cool. Anyways.
All right, Peter.
I digress.
Yes.
As always do.
Peter Bush, million pics of the pie.
Million pics of the pie.
Low Tech Greg, thank you. He said, everybody hit the like button.
Thank you for that.
Thank you and share. Scott said, just drink a Bud Light, then you will get your wig. I mean,
Yeah, it's amazing. Bud Light is so screwed.
Okay, let's not even get into that. John, sorry, I can't talk
she just
today,
kicked me
but
because I said Bud Light.
Because I want to answer everyone's
I'm gonna like
questions.
This. You don't want to see me do it?
I'm going to strap that to you.
Okay.
Okay?
Go ahead.
Light you up.
Catch up. See, you're going way too slow tonight.
John, sorry, I can't talk today, but I think,
it's
oh
her.
my God, really? I don't even know what I was saying. John, sorry, I can't talk today, but I think your wife or Wise Glowing, she's a star. I'm a star.
That's right.
I'm
you
the
are
star.
a star.
What
Absolutely.
is up with this hair?
Is it bad?
Yeah, right here. It's
just spit on it.
Ew. Oh my God, you're out of control. Frosty Delight, Sweet Rocket Fuel.
Yes.
Ricky Joe, now all you need is a cigar to light it up. Bomb.
Yes.
Stable Shadow. Josephina, you are not a woman. Happy Friday, you two. Brown as a berry. You guys been enjoying The sun. Yes, we have. We went last weekend.
My forehead is
We
falling
were in
off.
Sarasota last weekend and we spent some nice time over there and we definitely got some sun. He got really burnt. Really. And we weren't even out there for that long.
Yeah.
And it was late in the afternoon.
I was on antibiotics. It was kind of stupid, and I was out in the sun. You don't supposed to do that. I'm an idiot.
Simple question. If I move, what's the best way to transfer service? Thanks.
Which service? From where to where? From who
I'm
to who?
assuming for the Starlink, right? Stable Shadow. Where are you moving and what are you transferring? Is it I'm assuming Starlink, right?
Yeah, let me know what are you talking about transferring, like if you're moving locations, like a different address? If you're just moving, let's say in your same town or a different state, and you're like, let's say in the United States, for example, it's not a problem. You just let them know that you're moving. And once you get there, you set it up and they will geolocate you to that new location. And they won't immediately move you to roaming because the dish is moving around, right? Which is an increase from $120 to $150. So you won't end up having to worry about that. Just let them know that you're moving. So that's not a problem. Now, if you're moving out of the country, now we're having a problem. Okay, so.
Shannon, you're just partying
Shannon,
this Friday night.
Gifted
Partying
another
up.
5 memberships?
Yes.
Wow.
Ricky Joe got one. Frosty Delights.
Arnie got one?
Jonathan and Eagle Strike.
Wow. You guys say thank you to Shannon. That's awesome.
Thanks, Shannon.
Thank you so much for that. That is great.
That's awesome.
Look at that. They're highlighted now.
I
They're
know.
popping out.
That's cool.
They have access to the new emojis. They can do all kinds of crazy stuff.
I know.
Don't know what
that's
it is,
really
but they
cool.
can do it.
Well, why don't you know?
Just stop.
Oh my God! I
Finish
can't.
reading. You're going too slow.
Just shut up. Arnie, this is what I got on their website. Refurbished kits available for purchase in your area, $3.99.
There
so
it is.
33% off.
You got it, Arnie. You could pick one up.
Blair, Elon
Not everyone can, but you can.
Blair said Elon might not make it to Mars if they drop the rate to $50.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you know what? He's not going to make the money on us. He's going to make the money on the government.
Jonathan, no, I didn't
And
get my
on
outhouse
corporate.
yet.
He's going to make his money on government, on corporate. He's going to make his money on maritime, boats, right, ships, and aviation. That's where all the money's going to come from. He's making just an ass load of money through all of that. And SpaceX actually launching the rockets is making this much compared to SpaceX Starlink. Starlink is making the lion's share of the money. And it's going to continue that way. So, which is good.
Arnie said, do they make refurbished kits daily? Here they make antiques daily.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mark J, I want Verizon to get on the satellite cell phone bandwagon.
Yeah, they might, but I just don't know if T-Mobile has some type of, exclusivity with Elon. If
Yeah.
that's the case, it's going to be T-Mobile, period, in the U.S. You have Rogers, I think it's Rogers in Canada. You have Opus. You have KDDI. I think it's KDDI or someone in Japan. I think there's certain. I think there's 7 or 8 companies. She just kicked me. That's 12. I'm making note. Go ahead.
Because Peter Gosling gifted 10 memberships.
Really?
You guys, okay, so let's see.
Who got these memberships?
Hold on.
Travis,
Britt, Radioactive, Texan, Videos Virales, 7 Spleefs, JP on the Road, David Arsenault, Craig, Tina, City Twister.
Wow.
You guys, that was from Peter.
That's from
Light
Peter.
it up. Thank you. Oh, and a super chat, Peter.
And
Thank
a super
you so
chat.
much.
Wow. Thank you, Peter. That's really
awesome.
appreciated. Thank you so much for that.
Wow.
And everyone that just got those free memberships,
Yes.
say thank you to Peter.
Shout out to Peter and Shannon.
That's
you got
awesome.
a membership. Thank you.
Jeez, that's a bunch of memberships
Woo.
tonight. That's really great.
Love
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, wait. Now I lost who I was answering questions
Come
to
on.
here. Hold on. I'm finding it.
You do
right
it.
here. Jonathan, no, I didn't get my nice outhouse. I'm still waiting.
No.
Good Lord.
No.
G. Wilson, hey Joe, just wanted to thank you for all your fabulous uploads. I've enjoyed every one.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Kevin, if Starlink puts up satellites around the moon, it would be awesome if we could access the cameras that are on the satellite to see the dark side of the moon. That would be cool.
Yeah, no, you would be able to do it. And the reason you could do it is because of the way SpaceX Starlink works, right? All of those satellites form a mesh network. So it doesn't matter if data is coming from the dark side of the moon or if it's coming from the light side. Doesn't make any much of a difference. The data will travel literally at the speed of light. So yes, you'd be able to see the other side without a problem.
Gamma Gonad said, you can't keep your hands off your favorite toy.
Loving it. Come on, guys. I want the big one though. It's like this tall. It has the super heavy at the bottom, and then it has the Starship at the top, and it's literally this tall. It's like $600, I think, guys.
John said, what happened to the chicken video? Don't you have a video?
I have a chicken video.
So sometimes we put this kind of stuff on the community page, on the website, or on Instagram. But he actually took a video today of the...
I'm going to put it...
Can you put it? Can I?
I'll just leave it
Oh
here.
my gosh.
You put it right there. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, you're putting it back there?
Yeah, I don't want it near my hair.
Wow, you see that? She didn't want me to light it anymore.
Gonna
All right.
light it up next to you.
Okay, let me go. You go to the next one, and I'll show you my latest chicken chicken video. Hold on.
Oh, that's the rooster that took over
This
where the
is
other one
him.
left off.
This is literally him.
Dominic and the porta potty. Yes, Dominic. I'm gonna have a porta potty. You don't even want to know.
Dominic,
I
stop.
I think I'm just
stop.
gonna give up on having
Okay,
a bathroom.
hold on.
I don't even remember what I bought for that bathroom.
Did it pop up?
It
is there.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Let me see if it actually plays. Hold on.
John, here's the chicken video. Wait, can they hear it?
Yeah, you just can't.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Do you hear that? He's the man. All of his girls.
Oh, we
are
have
down
baby
below.
chicks,
Oh,
too.
listen, wait. He's getting ready. And there you have it.
Well, you just showed him the rooster, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'll have to show you. Listen.
We've had videos up on the community page and on Instagram.
On the community page, we do have some. So
Yeah.
take a look on there. Maybe next Friday, I'll show you the babies. There was like 10. There's only 4 left. That's just what happens. The stronger survive.
Mark J said that's a gamecock. Dominic said
He's a beast. His tail, you can't
now
see.
you got to do the chicken dance.
I will do the chicken dance. So this rooster was like he was smaller, but now all of a sudden he's getting big.
That's because
and
the
his
other
tail-
rooster passed away.
Yeah.
And now he's kind of like
So we had a
taken over.
big, massive rooster. That was a crazy ass, nasty rooster.
You've
but
talked
he was
about it
bad.
before.
But anyways, his name was Donald, and he passed away. Now this guy, which is his son, is now taking over the coop, and he is badass. His tail is beautiful black blue, like turquoise looking. It's just amazing. This is a beautiful bird. You can't see it too well because of like the mesh. I might just take him out just so you can take some photos and stuff of him. He's beautiful. Anyways, we're talking about chicken.
Yeah, well, I mean, John wanted to see.
There you go.
Yeah, he's the king now. Video
He is the
said.
king. He is the king.
All right, let me get to Rick Blaze. The latest Gen 4 Starlinks, when will they start shipping out of the USA?
Yeah, we did that one.
We did?
Probably within a couple of months. It usually takes a few months. They started shipping in November of last year. So now we're in April, right? Well, we're in April. So yeah, I would say within a couple of months, maybe 2 more months, maybe less, not that long.
Pro Copy, hi from Perth. Great to see you both back live. Thanks for being here, Pro Copy. I know we've just been busy, and then last weekend we
took off.
I told Joe, I said, you know what? I need a break. We need a break. Sometimes you just need a break. So
Family time.
yeah. Jeffrey, thank you so much for the
Thank
super
you.
chat. You are the best. Happy Friday. You're the
Really
best. Thanks for
appreciate that.
being here. Happy Friday.
TGIF,
Yes.
guys. It is Friday. I can't
John
believe
Beam, Starlink will be a $1 trillion company on sales. If he goes public, it will be at least 5 to 10 trillion in value. That would be crazy.
it. Yeah. If people don't, I've said it from day one. If I was able to, I told you guys from day one, if I'm able to buy SpaceX Starlink stock, I would have the very first day because I saw it. But it just, I
I
don't
know.
see him going public. He
No, I
just
don't
doesn't
either.
want to relinquish control.
I don't blame him.
I just don't blame him. I don't. I really don't. So
Yeah.
I think the only way to play Starlink is to buy into Tesla
Oh,
or buy
shit.
into whatever else that he does. That's just how it is.
Peter, you're getting nuts. Peter just gifted.
What did Peter do?
8 months.
8-month member. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Member for 8 months.
awesome.
Yeah. Wow.
Love it.
It's been here for a little bit. It's been 33 months, I think, now that I've been doing Starlink coverage, and I'm on video 267 or something. The channel obviously has like about 1,300, 1,400
John,
videos or something.
John said we need to get money for the bathroom gun. Yes, we do.
You need to hire
And
some people.
the stuff that I have bought is still in boxes. So like,
We don't even know what it looks like.
A, I don't remember what it looks like. B, by the time we actually put it in, if it
It won't
doesn't work, we can't do
return it.
anything because it's so
It's
whatever.
great.
Anyways, happy Friday to me.
Yes. And to me,
Dar Smith, exactly. The dark side of the moon would be great.
I think so.
Yes.
It'd be cool.
Yes. Oh shit! I did that thing where I lost my spot.
Don't
Hold
do it.
on.
Don't do it.
No, right here. Okay. Tom Kemp. What is the difference between hardware for residential versus roam? I see refurb offered for residential, but not roam plans.
Yeah, so the roam basically gives you the ability to roam in your region, right? So you're not able to move it out of your country or out of your region. But like, for example, if you had roam and
Oh.
you're in Florida, you'd be able to take it anywhere on the road with you in the United States and still be able to use it. Roam is like $150, residential is like $120, right? But there's what they call roam, but global roam. At that point, it's $200 a month, and then you can take it anywhere in the world that allows Starlink. That's the big thing.
Also,
Has to allow Starlink.
Also, Tom said he read the instructions. What it is the difference between that? I see refurb offered. I just read the instructions. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the refurb offer is for a kickstand version. It doesn't have a fully articulating type of top piece, right? The actual antenna. It doesn't have actuators, doesn't have motors. So you actually have to move it and align it yourself. You can't like, it won't do it for you automatically, like the Generation 2 like I have.
Kevin said both my huskies heard the rooster crow and they are now watching the stream.
They're
That's
like,
great.
what was that?
Low-Tech Greg, Free Speech Friday. Yes. John, question on your X. You put your video up on it, and when I go there, it tells me it's been taken down.
That's odd.
I don't know.
Really?
Shannon.
Send me a link through like email or something. I don't know.
Shannon gifted. Super chat.
Hey!
Shannon.
Wow, Shannon.
You're out of control.
Thank you so much. What did you say? What did she say?
Our Shannon wants to know. He said,
Oh, he said, yeah.
Are you planning a live stream for the upcoming launch?
Yes. So, well, we don't know when the upcoming launch is going to be, but I will definitely do it because for me, it's just a lot of fun. I just love to be able to like hang out with everyone during the launch. The last launch was awesome. There was a ton of people here, and I will do it again, definitely. Unless something is going on, don't hold me to it. But I am definitely planning on doing the launch for sure. I think that will be awesome. Awesome.
Okay.
And I don't think it's going to blow up this time, guys. It's going to make it. All right, that's my personal opinion. I really do believe it's going to make it to orbit. It's going to go around the planet, all right, as they expected, and then it's going to come down properly this time. And instead of splashing into the ocean, I bet you they're going to try to upright it and do a soft landing into the ocean. We'll see. That's my prediction. Bill France. Wow, look at that super chat. Bill,
Thank you.
thank you so much for that. Wow, that's
That's
really
nice. Thank you all.
Everyone
for
has
your
been
super
so
chats
just.
and sharing memberships with everybody
Oh my
else.
goodness,
It's awesome.
it's
Thank you
been
very
quite
much.
a night. Really do appreciate it. That's just
Bill said,
it means a
"Yo,
lot. Trust me.
Joe."
It does mean a lot. It does.
Let's see. Where did I leave off? Now I got sidetracked. Bill, I got sidetracked. I love it. Good sidetrack.
That's right. That's right.
Scott said Tesla shareholders may try and force Elon to spend most of his time on Tesla and less on SpaceX and X.
Yeah.
Could be.
I think that he dives into things that he really wants to focus in on, and then he relinquishes the reins to things that he doesn't want to focus on, but he spends the time at hiring the right people so that he can relinquish and things don't go to shit. That's what I think the difference between him and a lot of other companies is, that he's really involved in a lot of it. So that's my personal opinion.
Tom, I will be in Florida for the most part. Tom Kemp.
Oh wow. Okay. So yeah. So if you're in Florida, you can move them around. If you have roaming, you can go anywhere. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you're in Florida. You can roam to Washington State, and you'll still be able to use it. Obviously, you're paying $150 instead of $120, $30 more. But if you're just going to stay in Florida and stay at the same residence, same location, just get the residential for $120. You're golden.
All right. Mark said Trent Palmer put. Oh, we need to look. Trent Palmer put Starlink on his private plane. The video's on YouTube channel. Great video.
Yeah, we have a friend of the show that is getting a brand new Starlink dish installed on his private jet. I think now as we speak. So very, very interesting. I think it would be cool. I definitely want to see that if I can, and maybe take some pictures. I think it'd be kind of cool and talk about it.
Yeah.
So it's being installed right now. But if you guys don't know, installation for SpaceX Starlink on a jet is right around 125 to 150,000.
Yeah, it's expensive.
And, it's
Holy
just
cow.
what is expensive?
But yeah, it's expensive because
It's
I mean
relative.
it is. I know, but still,
And
it's
it's
expensive because of all
$25,000 a
the
month.
parts they have to
Aviation
yeah.
is aviation. That shit's
Exactly.
got to be tight, right?
Yeah,
that
there's
thing's
no
gonna be
room for
tight
error there.
As like a frog's ass, right? You cannot have any kind of problems because you're in.
Who says that?
I say it. I never said it, but I'll say it. Anyways, but also it's about $25,000 a month. But if you're in aviation and you got, you're getting $10, $20 or whatever it is from every single person flying, or 100, who knows? If you're private, it doesn't, that's a small amount to pay to have full high-speed connectivity in the air.
Yeah. John said, I love you guys. Very great Friday. Mark, Trent has a small prop plane. He installed it himself. The video is excellent. We're going to have to check it out.
Yeah, we'll have to definitely check it out.
Mike Hallmark, my Starlink not so fast right now. Cold front clouds must be messing with it.
It will.
Dominic, frogs' butts are watertight.
They are. See, I was right. The same thing has to be SpaceX Starlink on the top of an airplane.
Dominic.
Airtight.
That we actually got to all the questions.
I love it.
Yes.
We did it. Oh my God, we got to the end of the internet?
We did.
Guys.
Wow.
This has been quite a Friday night.
It has.
Right? Thank you to everyone.
Very much. Thank you, Shannon and Peter. And hold on, I have a list.
How many did he give? It's a bunch, right, Shannon? Didn't he give a bunch? Listen.
Where do I look up in here?
You just have to scroll up. It's just a ton. Bill, thank you, Bill.
Yes.
He was the last one that just popped up.
Yes.
Really appreciate that. That's just big. That's really, really just amazing. Thank you, everybody, for all of these super chats and for all of the gifting of memberships.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Scott,
go through all of them.
Thank you, Scott. David, Horace, Shannon, and Peter.
Peter, absolutely.
And Jeffrey.
Can't miss Jeffrey.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody.
And thank you all you guys for coming on. Even though we missed a couple nights, thank you for always being here and hanging out with us and
supporting the channel,
talking Joe's tech, because I have no idea what I'm doing.
I don't know what I'm saying either. I just kind of come up with shit and You guys could like vet it and let me know if I'm
Yeah.
wrong or something. You know,
Yeah.
it's funny. Like every once in a while, I'm wrong, like on a video, and then I will get email, and they'll be like, you know what, this wasn't right, or that wasn't right.
Yeah.
And then if I can change it, or if I can, make a notation of it or whatever, I'll do that, and like in a future one. So I appreciate all you guys.
Thanks, honey badgers. I try. Just gonna finish up with a couple of comments here and
All right.
questions. Let's see.
Yeah. Any questions you have? We're gonna stay 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
Any
a couple
questions?
more minutes and we'll finish up.
Yep.
John, does she kick you at night so she can sleep? Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I will get kicked.
Yes. Dominic, hit the back button. LOL. Glacier, good. Awesome to see you two working out together and able to joke around. Nice inspiration for marriage and representation to the kids. Thanks, Glacier.
That's really nice.
We
I appreciate
try.
that a lot.
I love to hate him every day.
Absolutely. I hate her.
Oh my God.
We've hated each other for about 32 years now.
Yeah. That's a long time.
God.
A couple of your rocket up.
I'm
Let's
going to pull
see.
the rocket out.
Craig, I'm in Arizona at a remote lake that has no cell service at all. My Gen 4 fastest speed so far after running speed tests periodically was 298, 42, and 37.
It's not bad.
Ricky Joe, have a
bad.
great weekend. We're fishing and cooking hot dogs on the grill right now. That sounds
Yum.
amazing. Enjoy
Yum.
it. Have a good time. Arnie, thanks to the Christinas. Cheers to all chatters, and 73 to all hams. Thanks, Arnie, for being here.
73, Arnie. 73.
Dar Smith, blessings and rejoir. Darlene and Scott.
Bill Franz, thank you
Thank
again.
you.
Really appreciate
Honey
that.
Badgers, Video Morales, enjoy your weekend. And Peter, thank you. Light it up. Yes. Scott, my wife and I walk twice per day for a total of 5 miles. You're getting your 10,000
There it
steps
is.
in.
There
yes.
it is. Good job. I like it.
Jonathan, my mom, Gen 1 still working, but slow. That's great.
Yeah, that's all right.
Last one here, Rick Blaze. I am happy to be here all the way from Jamaica. That's
Wow,
awesome. I love
Jamaica,
all the
sweet.
news on Starlink and greatest news. I live in the hills where internet isn't so great, so I'm gonna get my Starlink in a week time. That's awesome.
Congratulations on that. Trust me,
Yes.
if you haven't had a quality internet service and you're in Jamaica and you just, let's say, have poor service, you get Starlink, your speeds are going to be just unbelievable. You and your
life-changing.
family, it will be life-changing. It will
Yeah.
be life-changing. I know it just sounds
Cheesy.
so cheesy and corny, but it is literally life-changing.
Yes.
So, congratulations. It's
That's
something
awesome.
really big. It really is.
Real quick shout out, Rick. 40th anniversary is Sunday.
Wow.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary,
Many blessings.
Rick.
That's awesome.
Many blessings.
So stay tuned this week for if Joe's going to do the launch.
Yes.
And hopefully we're going to have a
I don't know if it's
special
this
guest
week.
this week.
I don't know if the launch is this
Well,
week.
you're going to find out.
But we'll find
We'll
out.
keep-
I don't think it's going to
you'll
be
keep
this
updated.
week. We'll keep you
We'll
updated.
see. And we're definitely going to try and get special guests this week. So we'll try to
And
put
a-
it on the community page.
And the special guest will be someone that has to do with space.
Yeah,
Someone
it's
that-
really cool. Very
Right.
cool. You guys will like it. And what else? Share, like, subscribe,
do all that
all the
shit.
things. Arnie, 50th anniversary this summer.
Holy Arnie.
Happy early anniversary, Arnie.
Congrats,
That's wonderful.
Arnie. Congrats.
And again, thanks for being here on a Friday night. I know
Absolutely.
it's been a time because Joe.
Well, thank you for being here too and hanging out
Thank you
with
for
me.
having me.
You have to look
and
at
not
this
blowing
mug.
up my hair.
I didn't burn you.
Close.
That's good. No Michael Jackson going on.
Thank God. Elon, a special guest. I wish.
That would be awesome.
Peter, that'd be amazing.
That would be just cool. Just hang out.
Yeah.
Have like a beer with Elon. That'd be just nice.
All right, you guys.
Anyways,
take
thank
care.
you so much for
Have
being
a good
here.
weekend. Bye.
We'll see you the next time. Take care. We'll see you actually next week. Hopefully I do a bunch of videos again. We'll see. We did 5 this week.
Okay.
Maybe we'll do 5 next week. Take care, guys.
Good
Many
night.
blessings.